Hello and welcome to Wealth and Wisdom with the Market Guys. I'm A.J. Monty. Well, if you've been following our program each and every week, you'll notice that we mention our website at the end of the program. To make sure you're getting the proper direction on how to get to our website and how to submit your comments, I'd like to show you how to go to the website. So it's really simple. You go to www.wxel.org. I know there's a lot of W's in there, so it's going to be easy for you to remember. Once you get to that web page, you'll see right at the top there is a programming tab. You click on the programming tab, and off to the left you'll see a list of programs, one of which is Wealth and Wisdom. If you click on that tab, it's very easy. The Wealth and Wisdom page is going to open up. At the bottom of that page, you will see a template where you can submit your comments and questions and anything else that you think is pertinent to programming. This is your opportunity to be more or less interactive with our programming. So we'd like to thank some of our viewers like Jim Rich, who contributes regularly. We listen to your emails, we watch them, we go ahead and we answer them, and we hope that you take advantage of that. This again is your opportunity to submit your comments for different content, and even if you have suggestions for guests, that's great. Just submit them. Rick?
Well, AJ, we are going to do something that's kind of an expansion of the Wealth and Wisdom show. You know, we have had the privilege and the opportunity of hosting this show for the last couple of years, and over the course of the 10 years plus that Wealth and Wisdom has been on the air, those of you who have been part of our viewing audience know that we've made some changes to improve the show, to change the show, and to keep the show lively. And today we're going to be talking about a way that we're going to yet further enhance the show, and that is through the expansion of the Market Guys team as the hosts of Wealth and Wisdom. We're going to introduce, actually reintroduce a couple of folks to you. They have been guests on the show in the past, and we're very pleased to welcome them to our show today. First with us we have James DiGeorgia, and James has been a guest on the show in the past. He has been on to talk about gold, commodities, the general market overall. He is the editor of the Gold and Energy Advisor, and we're very pleased to have James with us today. Also with us is Geoff Garbacz, and Geoff also has been a guest on the show. He is a principal with Quantitative Partners. They are an institutional research firm. Geoff is very well tied into the markets overall. And gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Wealth and Wisdom. And I guess, AJ, it's fair to say,
welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team. We appreciate having you guys part of the team.
Oh, it's very exciting this year. I'm very proud to be a part of the team. You've done really great work over the last 2 years, and I hope to bring something new and to help expand the content.
Wonderful. Well, we've had a good working relationship on and off the show for a number of years now, and we're very excited because you gentlemen are actually going to be becoming more regulars on the week-to-week hosting, whereas AJ, you and I are going to actually take to the streets a little bit.
Right, we're going to have street talk with the Market Guys, and we've already gathered some footage, and it's really very interesting to see the level of fear that's out in the market, and actually the lack of knowledge with regard to investing and planning for retirement and such. We ask some pretty basic questions when we go out there, and it's almost as if we're surprising people with these questions. They really don't know how to really approach that. So I think what we can do is we'll work these segments into the programming schedule and get the guest experts who come onto the show to help answer some of these questions. And I think it'll, again, add some depth to the content.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, as we introduce, I guess, or reintroduce both of you fellas to our audience, because you both have been on the show before and we've worked with you in many occasions. James, first of all, the Gold and Energy Advisor. One of the big topics of conversation right now, particularly given this market, is gold. And I recall when you were on last, we made some predictions about Gold 1000, which has since come and gone. Yeah. What are you seeing the general investor asking about gold?
I think you also even went higher than that as well. You were very bullish back then.
Actually, when I appeared on the show, and I may be mistaken, but memory doesn't fail, I think gold was $500 and change. Mm-hmm. And my thesis behind much higher gold prices was in fact a fear that the dollar was going to continue to slide, and of course that's come true. I actually thought that we would see $1,000 gold, 2 or 3 years from now, but as a result of the the debt crisis and the subprime situation, we've seen the dollar take a very bad fall. And as you say, gold has now topped $1,000 and pulled back. My prediction with my book, The New Bull Market in Gold, $1,000 Gold and How to Profit, really was based on a longer term view. Now as I look at the landscape, I have to tell you that although we've broke through $1,000 and we've fallen back, I think we're going much higher. $2,500 is really my target right now.
Well, Geoff, you have in your book of clients some of the top hedge funds in the world, and I'm sure you're seeing a lot of discussion with regard to the gold markets and how this is really more or less a universal currency during times of economic uncertainty and especially political uncertainty. Here we are coming into an election year. I imagine that's going to have a definite impact on people's opinions moving forward.
It definitely will have an impact, and besides just gold, it's commodities as well as energy. More and more of the institutional community is getting behind all three of those particular asset classes. And as you say, gold in a tough and difficult market, a lot of people like to go to just short selling, but a lot of other people will just buy gold instead of trying to figure out which stocks are going to go down, because in a difficult market, gold continues to ramp higher.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about the fear factor, because this is something that's obviously influencing our markets with regard to volatility. What are some of the things that you're seeing that are really spooking the general public to move to the sidelines and into cash?
Well, I think one of the first things you point out very well when you interview people on the street, you're actually finding that people are surprised and are not as knowledgeable, about what's going on. And I think what I see is most people are standing and watching what's happening. And as this, the subprime crisis has unfolded, people are spectators. And as it has unfolded and impacted the banks, and mortgages are more difficult to obtain, and lines of credits are being cut, so small businesses feeling it, that now the impact is starting to be felt, by these people. So they're caught. What do I do? So it's a lack of knowledge which really, embellishes and brings out that fear. And, fear is running rampant, and that's what I'm seeing right now, especially among, private investors. They're worried about what's going to happen in the next, 3 to 5 years. They've seen their home values drop, 15 to 20%, and for most people, that's their biggest investment.
Right.